little bit of blue sky back there, right there. We haven't seen like blue skies in like days. And according to the weather forecast, we aren't gonna see any of that for probably another good portion of a week anyway. Yep, it's been nothing but rain, rain, rain. So I'm gonna enjoy this while I can. I am all showered up, cleaned up, and feeling like amazing today. My hair is getting a little long, my facial hair is going super gray. And I'm just feeling good today. You know what? I mean, I think it's because we got like just a peak of sunshine popping out. And something about the sunshine, man, it just kind of just lightens your whole life up. Just a little spice of vitamin D. Woo! Just what you need when we've had like crappy weather for a week. All right, I got an email yesterday saying I have a package at my mailbox, so that's where we're heading right now. Just picked up stuff in my mailbox. I got that giant box right there, but it came from Amazon, so I ordered that one. Then I got a big box right here from a subscriber. I wonder what's in it. Let's find out. I really need to get a proper tripod for my phone. What happens is like on my phone thing that holds my phone on my tripod, the clamp thing always breaks off the tripod. Yeah. Elaine, thank you. There's boxes inside of boxes. Oh my goodness. Elaine, you're a rock star. Hold on a second. Elaine, you rock. So she sent me a way to finally make, I'm losing all my boxes here, to finally make coffee in the van. Awesome. But there's more. And well, hold on. Disco's been peeking in this box the whole time. Hold on, look. Is there something in there for you? Is there? What is this? Is that all for you? All this stuff? Look at it all. You got dog treats. Oh, you got some chewy little teddy bears that you'll definitely be playing with. Hey? Oh, the ball. Always the ball. Elaine Payton, thank you. Disco's gonna love you to the bottom of each of these bags, and yeah, he's just gonna love you. That was super cool. And thank you for allowing me to save a little bit of money and actually make some coffee in the van, which is super rad. Thanks for being thoughtful. This was cool. And just also want to thank a few other people that have sent me some cards and stuff in the past month and some. Thank you to JC Kirkwood. I know we've spoken, but thank you for the Christmas card. And I also want to thank someone, I don't even know the word. Someone sent me a letter with no name, no address, no nothing on it. And they sent me out some cash saying, thank you, Chrome, for inspiring me. You are awesome. And all it was is signed by a fellow Canadian. So whoever you were that sent me that, I actually made a video that day when I was opening up some stuff I got in the mail, but I never posted that video because opening that envelope actually made me cry. It was just heartwarming to know that somebody's, well, you know, was willing to do something beautiful like that and didn't want any recognition for it, nor wanting for me to know who they were. So that was incredibly heartwarming. Thank you so damn much. Also want to thank Vlogger Puppet for sending me out the Walmart gift card and also the 18-hour hot pocket to keep our feet warm in the winter. That was super rad, so thank you. Anyway, guys, if you want to send us anything, you can do in the description below, whether it's, I don't care. Just, guys, please be thoughtful and think about the space that I live in before you send me something crazy that I can't store in the van. You know what I mean? the last thing I would want is to get a box that big and go, huh, what am I gonna do with what's in it? Let's find out what's in that box. I ordered myself some rechargeable LED lights with rechargeable battery packs and everything else. I bought myself 2 of them, including 2 light stands, which is gonna come in super handy for doing filming and stuff inside of my van, because this iPhone is like the worst in low light. So I picked myself up kind of some stuff for the channel. Super cool. Because the weather looks like, well, it might rain pretty soon. So I figured we would just, I don't know, do a van life Q&A. I got some questions, you got some questions, I got some answers. Let's get into it. This question comes in from, yeah, I'll put it right here, right there. First question comes in from Frank Mayers. He asks me, who do I watch for the technical side of van life? I actually really don't watch anybody's channels for the technical side, because my van really doesn't have anything solar or electrical or anything technical in my van right now. I have a power inverter, but that's really about it. So I don't watch anybody's YouTube channels at all. I do check on some of the Vancouver local guys once in a while just to kind of see what they're up to, but I'm not one to watch van life channels. It's not my thing. I watch more video related channels, or channels that have like a lot of like cinematography stuff and like really crazy editing. That's the stuff I like because I get inspired by it. There is one van life channel that I do watch, and you guys should check them out. They're called Wasted Life. Sophie and Matt, just awesome, just super fun. So anyway guys, check them out. I'll throw the link to theirs thing in the description if I remember to, but Wasted Life, that's about the only van life quote related channel that I do watch. And this guy John Sparkman wants to know, do I consider, yeah, I'm hanging out of my van right now. Am I planning on doing some building work and stuff inside of my house? The answer to that is yes, I plan on doing paneling. Yes, I actually plan on putting, yeah, I do. I plan on fully building the van out at some point. The van right now, functionally, it works for me, and I got no complaints with what I've done so far. It's gotten me past 4 months and cost me, well, this much. So I am really super glad that I never built my van out before moving into it. I'm glad I did my van this way because it's allowed me to kind of know what I want and know what I need. But yeah, I do, and I already have some plans and some ideas, and the build will come. And it'll probably come by summer. It all depends on where my debt repayment's gonna be at, because I don't wanna put money into my van when my debt still needs it. Because building my van it's more of like a want than a need. Because my van right now has got everything I need. Make sense? Then there's this one. How do you even pronounce that? Something, I don't even know, whatever. This one wants to know, what am I gonna do when hot weather comes? I haven't been in my van through summer yet. So because I'm a DJ, and I honestly don't DJ that often, because I'm a DJ and it's only going to be probably 2 nights a week that I have to DJ, Friday and Saturday nights. And it's nighttime. Like I usually don't start until like 10 o'clock if it's a bar gig. If it's a wedding, different story, longer day. He'll probably end up going to a puppy sitter. But I'm hoping on some of those shorter gig nights where I'm only DJing for 4 hours, that he can just stay in the van if it's not like a super hot night. I mean, I do live in Canada. We usually only get like maybe 30 days of rockin' really hot weather. And if I have to on those days, he'll just go into a puppy sitter. And for those of you guys who have dogs too, there's an app out there called Rover. I'll throw it in the link down below if I remember. And it's just a cool app. You click on it if you're in a small town or in a town somewhere, and hopefully they've got people on there. And you just go on there, check out the profiles, and it's like Uber sort of like for dogs. all the transactions are done through the app, so there's no money transacted between you and the puppy sitter, and it's kind of cool. But yeah, puppy sitter is where he'll go on a super hot night. This one's Herbert Stroh. We're just gonna call you Herbert. Cool with that? All right. Herbert wants to know if I'm concerned about security and stuff with my van. I'm not concerned about safety. I'm not worried about the van getting stolen, but I don't leave my van far from me. And if it is at an event center that I'm DJing at, it's usually downstairs in the underground parking, usually locked in the shipping receiving entrance, so there's definitely no getting in there. Or if it's at a bar gig, it's close to the front door where the doorman and bouncers are right there, so things are pretty safe and secure. And if anything, I'm in the van. So if you want to come break my window, well, then you got me to deal with. And the average person that's just trying to like jimmy the lock and break in your vehicle, they're not expecting someone to be popping out the window of the vehicle. So they're gonna run like little kids, guaranteed. All right, so yeah, no, I never worry about security and stuff. I have my van set up so you can't start it anyway, so you're gonna get in it, but you're not gonna get away with my house. And this one, Spring Ranch wants to know if I've ever been stopped for an autograph. Why would somebody want my autograph? I just live in a van. I don't think it's like autograph worthy. And if I've been recognized by a stranger. Yes to that one. I've definitely been recognized by a stranger. First guy that came up to me was we were sitting beside me at the place that I DJ at, and he's like, I recognize your voice. Do you have a YouTube channel? It's kind of cool. So anyway, I met him. He was super rad. Then I also met another guy at Walmart once, and I also met a guy the other day that's actually one of the guys that support me on Patreon. Was super cool. I was sitting at Tim Hortons editing a video. He comes up, smacks me on the back, and I pull my headphones down. He's like, hey man, you don't know me? I'm one of your Patreons. So yes, and no, he didn't ask me for my autograph because that would have just been a little weird. But yeah, a few people have recognized me, and it's been super rad. This one right here, Lynn W. would like to know, what does my family think about me living in the van, like my daughter and stuff? I told my mom right away that I did something crazy. She's like, uh-oh, what now? I told her I moved into my van. She was like, oh, that's cool. So I explained it to her a little bit more, and she was just kind of excited for me. She said that was something that she thought about when she was a kid, you know, just like adventuring stuff. So my mom thought it was kind of cool. My daughter, on the other hand, she was a bit weirded out at the beginning because, you know, it is different. But once she's seen the van and she's been around with me, and she watches my YouTube channel, and some of her friends even watch my YouTube channel once in a while. So, you know, she hasn't complained about it. You know, her dad is a certified weirdo. So what more could that little kid expect from me? I'm not normal. That's clear. I'm not a normal dad. That's clear. I'm not a normal person, and that's clear. So when I actually told my family and some of my long-term friends about me moving into the van, it was no shock to them. Because usually if something comes out of my mouth, I'm doing something crazy and something weird and something not normal in life. And I always got something going on that's kind of different. So yeah, my family didn't say a damn thing about it. They were probably like, yep, that's the same old weirdo we always known. And Michael Weston would like to know if I've ever been hassled by the police, aka the knock, and have I been hassled by them going through my things? No, and no. I would tell you this is be the dead truth about out here. If a police officer came by and went, and I opened up the window, his first thing that would come out of his mouth would be like, sir, I am so sorry for bothering you. I'm sorry for waking you up, and I'm sorry if that startled you. I guarantee you that's how the conversation would start. Then he would probably say, look, we've had a complaint by somebody, and can we ask you to move maybe up the block a little bit? Police out here, you're not going to get in trouble for it. You're not going to get a ticket for it. You're not going to get rummaged through for it. The police up here are super, super, super good. And they're not going to bother you. Like, honestly, here in Canada, here in Vancouver, the police are not going to bother you one bit. They're not going to come over to your van. They're not going to give you that dreaded knock because, you know, they just leave us alone. You know, we drive good, clean vehicles. We present ourselves as best we can. We're super friendly. We're super nice. We clean up behind us. I mean, sure, you're going to get those people, and we have those people in Vancouver, with just garbage homes and junk all over the top of the vehicle, and they've camped out somewhere over a week. You know, out here, you need to move every single day. Don't stay in the same place 2 nights in a row. And if you are in the same place, go around the other side of a certain place. The police over here don't bother you for anything, and the cops are pretty friendly. And Tramp Trade, this gentleman right here, he's the guy that I met at Walmart. He kind of walked over, he's like, Chrome? Yeah, it's always a cool moment when that happens. Anyway, he wants to know if my dog's reactive. He is very not reactive at all. For him to bark is a very rare thing. And, you know, I think if people have reactive dogs, I think in time the dogs will just get used to the van and what average noises happen in the van. And over time, the dog will get used to what to bark at, what not to bark at. Disco doesn't bark for anything. And even when I got that big bang on the wall, he didn't jump up and bark. He didn't react until I reacted. As soon as I flipped the blankets open and jumped right up, he started to bark. Otherwise, his head was just perked up. So yeah, Disco's not a reactor or a barker at all. Don't get me wrong, when the time comes and he needs to make a presence, he has a lot of snarling that says, holy shit, what's in the van? Yeah, Tramp Trade, I think, you know, and for anybody who's got a dog that's looking to get into this, you know, I think after time, don't hold me on this, but I think the dog would just get used to what the van has for noise and what's a problem and what's not. But I don't know, some people just got dogs that yap, 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 yap at everything. Mine's not like that. And the last question on this Q&A, because I don't no idea how long I've been talking, because I can talk a lot, so we're gonna call this one as the last one. Adam Carter wants to know, I'll let you guys read this one on your own, but Adam Carter wants to know in basic general what the pros and cons are to having a dog in van life. Instead of talking about the positive things, which I'm always a strong believer in, always talk about the positive, but in this situation, there's way too many positives about having a lovable dog with you, like my little homie. But we're gonna touch on some of the negative sides to having a dog in the van, and trust me, there is some. I got it good because I'm a DJ, so my shifts are nice and short and they're late night, and I can usually park in places where my van is at a super safe location. But if you're a person that's got a 9-to-5 job, that is going to pose to be a big issue when having an animal with you in the van, because I couldn't imagine leaving my dog for 8 hours in the van without taking him out for a pee every handful of hours. And DJ wise, he's usually in the van 3 hours, then I quickly run outside, take him for a pee, and put him back in. If you're working at a place of employment that's going to allow you that kind of freedom, which is super rad, then great. But you're also gonna have to figure out your climate that you're in as well too, because once the weather gets warm, now doing that is not gonna happen. So, you know, you could always just throw them into a puppy sitter every day while you work. You know, I mean, sure, it sucks, but if you're not paying ridiculous amounts of money for rent, you can afford $30 a day for the days that you work to throw your dog with a puppy sitter, not in a boarding thing, but in a puppy sitter place where the dog can hang out with one person in their house all day, and there's tons of puppy sitters out there. And like I mentioned earlier, check out the app Rover. But that would be the biggest negative side to having the dog. And maybe if you have a loud dog, that could be a problem as well too. My dog's not loud, but he does snore like freaking crazy, and I'm sure when people walk by they can hear him, because he's definitely not a quiet sleeper. It's like super loud. And well, the stealth thing, I don't even give a crap anymore. I really honestly don't. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just living in my house, enjoying my time. I only stay in locations to sleep, and then I'm moving on. I don't stick around there. I don't camp out there. Sometimes I'll go find a nice spot and camp out for the day, but I'm gone and I'll go sleep somewhere else at night. And I think that's like a super good key part about it, is just keep moving. Your house has wheels on it, so put it to some damn good use and travel, 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 even if it's around just the town you live. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us on our little Q&A sort of / mini mail time session. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and please help everybody out. And if you have any comments about anything in this video or have anything to add to the questions that we had, please blast them in the comments down below, because your little comment could definitely be of major help, because I don't know everything. Okay, we are totally done here. I think I'm gonna throw you a montage of kind of where I am. Me and the dog are gonna take off for a little walk, but that's it. Stay positive, stay beautiful, and please don't ever stop being weird, because normal just sucks.